You said that you can also become very when you dig deeper into something and try to find too much meaning into it, the tendency is to not just become self-indulgent but to really like overthink it. We're almost at a time where we're trying to figure a framework or a model or something for everything. I mean, you people literally will go and let's say go on YouTube and say this is what I'm feeling, this is what
Yeah.
can I put it in a box? But that is most times not the best thing to do. What's your perspective on just this? I call it almost this overflux of overthinking that everybody seems to have.
Yeah. I mean, everyone is always tired at all times. And I mean, for me as a writer, it's scary to be a writer in these times because I, whatever I want to write, there is insane amount of literature on anything that I want to write. Be it an idea, be it a theme, be it a character, be it a place, setting, research, right? So there's always so much of information, and there's so much of content already that the question, what will you bring to the table? How will you write it differently? And it obviously it feels like a tsunami that is about to approach you. But then every now and then I read some of my favorite writers, and I always find that whenever they are writing or whenever I'm reading what they've written, there's always a sense of freedom. There is always a sense of uh, being careless because you know your truth. So then you start resetting yourself, which is what they say, that there is no difference between an experienced writer and a writer who's never written, because you always start from zero. So when
So
those
true.
when those moments come to you, it's amazing, because you're like, okay, it's fine. Yeah, you are in this state of though there's so much, but the reset buttons are there if you're aware of them. At least I feel. Listen, like, I just realized you have a Kurt Cobain journal there. So for me, Nirvana is a reset button. The first two albums of Coldplay are a reset button. Linkin Park, first two three albums are a reset button. A lot of TV shows are a reset button. So if one should always have those reset options, because otherwise it's too much. Even like for me, KFC is reset. you
So
know,
true.
like,
KFC, but not the normal chicken one. The spicy wings are a reset for me.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, because I remember when I used to go for a haircut in Muscat, and my father used to take me. So the thing was, "Ki tu baal katwa le, I will take you to KFC after that." And then KFC became this thing, sort of. There is some sort of, it's more than food. There is something more
Yeah.
to it.
The
And now you can't
significance.
eat it every day. You can't
Yeah.
even eat it once in a month.
Yeah.
So to have those reset buttons, I think definitely helps.
For me, there was actually this particular brand of cigarettes when I used to smoke, and I started smoking in boarding school. I remember there used to be a cigarette called the Gudangaram,
Of course.
which used to take ages to
Yeah.
finish. So I used to be that kid who would jump over the gate and buy biryani for everybody in the dorm and come back at night and risk getting caught, which I eventually did at some point. Not for the biryani, but I got caught for something else. And if you lit one Gudangaram when you ordered it at Imperial in Bangalore, by the time that got over, your biryani order would be ready.
Amazing.
That was my timer. Like it almost became a default for a break at that time. And I think back on that when you were just saying this, like it came back as as a thing because that signified my relationship with cigarettes throughout that period till I found a way to take a break without having a cigarette.
Yeah.
But it's just that we got to find those. I love the concept of the reset button. It's
Yeah, it's important.
For more insights like this, make sure you check out the full episode.